underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A give. This is Kamara. A beautiful fake. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Flush to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week, 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
Completes it to Benjamin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Here's Lance to throw it. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kelvin Benjamin. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points in the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at their own 11. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, hit on the stop defensively.
On the jet sweep, this is Godwin. 7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
Shotgun now for Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Able to slither by.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Touchdown, Saints. Will Fuller with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
It's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
In his own end zone, it's Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Brady now to throw. They'll swing this out to Fournette. Bulldozes past him. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. So Charles, game long, you'd have to figure, facing the man second in the NFL in passing yards. What's the course of action here defensively?
Well, we all know that every down seems to have equal importance. But for this game, they're putting it all on third down. Make sure they stop them there, get off the field, and that way they can turn the ball over to their offense and feel good about how this game's progressing.
Brady to throw again. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's got a first down. That's his first catch. Remember, he's the NFL leader in that category at the midway point. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here's Jones again on second down. Jones breaking from the contact. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Brady. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Brady now on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. That catch good for only a couple. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Touchdown! Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it, because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Brady going to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Second down, back to Fournette.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing now is Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds, because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one. Out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Fournette. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. One back in the game, that's Jones, second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Well, the Jets sweep. This is Godwin. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Chris Godwin
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Brady will look to throw for it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On first down, Lance. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Lance. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Levante David. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second and 5 now. Brady. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And Suckup will put this one right through. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. On second down now. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Brady. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. A shotgun give to Fournette. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Brady. Got him in. It's Brown. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
On 4th down, they're going to try the jet sweep. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Now an important extra point here to maybe salt this one away. And it is good, and the lead will swell to 9. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. On 2nd and 9, Lance. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Shotgun now for Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Play action, now it's Lance. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. And his throw is incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And they'll go for it. Lance. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Lance now on 1st down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Tampa Bay, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll be able